Alright, what's going on, guys? Back with another breakdown for UFC 263. This time we're going to do Matt Frevola versus Terrance McKinney. This one's going to be a lightweight, and the reach advantage is going to go to McKinney, but I'll start with McKinney. So, he is a guy that a lot of UFC fans probably already know because he fought in the Contender Series against Sean Woodson. Had a lot of success in that fight, particularly in the grappling department. But he's very well rounded. He's been winning a lot of his fights by first round knockout. He's got a lot of head kick knockouts too. And but yeah, in that Sean Woodson fight, he was doing well, and then when they got stood up in the second round, he just got flying kneed. And then he got submitted by Derek Minner. So no shame there in either one of those losses, both UFC guys who are fairly established now. But yeah, he actually just fought a week ago. Got the first round knockout. Looked great. But, you just wonder what it's going to be like making your UFC debut on a week's notice. And then for Matt Frevola, he's been in the UFC for a couple years now. Has a couple wins, couple losses, but I think overall he's had a solid little UFC run. I think he definitely earned his roster spot. Wins over Luis Pena, Jalen Turner, two solid guys there. Majority draw with Lando Veneta, pretty solid. And then you see that knockout loss to Polo Reyes. But when Frevola is winning his fights, it's because of volume takedowns. And you see he lost that fight with Arman Tsarukyan. I'm sorry, guys. I fuck up that name all the time. I just did it again. But, yeah, really tough prospect there. Kind of like a better version of Frevola almost. And he was expected to lose that fight, and he did. But, I think Frevola is a solid veteran. He's got good takedowns, single leg and double leg. He's got great grappling cardio. He can do it from start to finish. And I do think when he wins fights by decision, he wins them kind of handily. I definitely think he won the Pena fight. And, yeah, volume takedowns do seem to do well on the judges' scorecards. So, that leads me right into the betting analysis for this one. So, at minus 220, I don't love that for betting, even in a parlay. I just don't see the value. Because the thing is, I think that betting against debut fighters on short notice is usually money, especially if the fighter's any good. Frevola is a guy who, like I said, he's earned his roster spot. He should be able to beat a debuting opponent. Terrance McKinney, though, a little scary. He's kind of one of those guys where he's coming into the UFC and it's like it feels like he's been there. He's on that level, and a lot of the LFA guys feel that way. But I mean, like I said, guys, I see Matt Frevola's style translating really well to just being a decision machine. And at plus 270, that's where I see the value, Matt Frevola by points. And you can see it's like Vegas kind of can see any outcome here. And I think it's because Terrance McKinney could gas. And especially, he had to cut weight last week. He's cutting weight again for this fight. It's going to be tough. But I just see Frevola grinding out a decision here with volume takedowns. But, I mean, it's not super definitive. But I think at plus 270, you can make a small wager on that, or relatively small, and still get a nice payday. So that's what I did. You can see on the site. That's where I post my bets. But thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe, and take it easy. Peace.